Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining the official streaming platform for the MCHANA Classic via the MCHANA Pool Club YouTube page. Kindly subscribe while at it. And there's a small notification bell down below. Be sure to tap on it to get very prompt updates whenever we go live with very good content such as this. This is the men's first round match between Josex Mugisha up against Henry Mwangi of the Chile's Pool Club. It's a fair balance. Now, these are two old heads in the sport. By any chance, if you guys know Silvano Weru, he is a student of Joseph Mugisha when it comes to matters of cue ball control. And you know how devilish his cue control can be. So I think we are to expect a very fiery match here. The scores: Henry already 1, Jose 0, but threatening to basically draw parity. Look at that level of cue ball control. Makes it look so simple. He loves it. There's a grin on his face to almost say, come on, it's not too hard. It's gonna go for a dip screw. So drawback. I don't think it's exactly what he wanted. Wanted a little bit more. Didn't get that. Not too bad, not too tough for a player of his level. Just goes for a very basic conversion. Oh my goodness. I think he didn't commit 100% into that shot. You could almost tell when he was just rising up from the shot, got up too fast. Henry Mwangi, sometimes he does very interesting things on this table. Slated to travel to Zimbabwe, Bulawayo, for the Queen's Tournament in the company of 5 players from the MCHANA Pool Club. Oh my goodness. I think he can already make you understand that he means business. He surely didn't come to play. The choice of ball and the conversion of the same tells you if a player is committed to go for the ultimate finish. Speaking of ultimate, we've received massive greetings from the Ultimate Pool family, for which I'm very humbled and honored to represent as an ambassador for Kenya. And while at it, that cue ball is drunk with power from none other than Henry Mwangi. Look at him steal that frame out of nowhere. How about that? Just how about that for a finish? Shall be getting to the comment section very shortly. So keep them coming thick and fast. cut break from Henry. Very good transition of power into that rack. Look at that break. Now, this is what you call a perfect break. Look at the spread of the balls, but most importantly, look at the position of the cue ball after the break. That is why a lot of players want to go for cut break, but it takes a lot of training to perfect it. From that position, Henry can do anything in this game. And the yellow balls look very sumptuous, and the red balls even better. Very cheeky, very, very cheeky. If you see what he did there, closed the table while trying to disadvantage the opponent's yellow ball. This is a player in his prime. His level of thinking, his pool IQ is at a different level. He's thinking about 3-4 steps ahead of where this game is at the moment. Especially with the moves that he's just made in the last 2 visits. The break and the cheeky play from to put in the red to the center pocket to close the table. And I think I can say for a fact here that this game is over. It's over, really. He leaves himself a thin chop to the top right, but maybe. Let's see. Oh my goodness, Henry. Oh my goodness, Henry. Makes very, very light work of this frame, potentially to go 3-0. I don't know what he's gonna do with that cue ball, but I know it's gonna be great because he is Henry Mwangi. Told you so. Remember the name? There's a reason why Ugandan players tremble at the sound of the name Henry Mwangi. Vic Preston Jr., you say, Wenger is a top-class player. I agree. That's it. Game's done. It's 3-0. Philip Mulua, you ask, who do you think will lift this tournament? Now, can I surprise you? KK has been knocked out by Dominic from Team Kasarani. JC has been knocked out by Jesse Moura of the Zazu Pool Club. Patrick Mwangi has been knocked out by a teammate, Ding Doro. So again, I ask you the same question. Who do you think will win this? I think maybe, just maybe, we could be staring at a very, very fresh race on the podium finish. And I'm afraid I could be right already, because remembering that KK, who has been very consistent, Patrick Mwangi, who has also shown quite some mettle in competitive pool in recent days, actually the current champion of the league at MCHANA pool club, and JC, who needs no introduction, already out. This is just to say that I think it's really not about the history behind the name here. I shall be giving you updates on the game between Colin Stoway and Brian Lotto, because that game might be very relevant to your question, Philip. So let's try to think through the answers, really. Arnold 254, is Baite in? Shall be giving you updates on that very, very shortly. Steve, you say white ball spinning. I mean, both these two players have a very fancy style of play. Tell you a quote from one of my friends. Off ball, I thought he was going to go for an off ball. The game is over. The game is over. This is Henry Mwangi. Makes very light work here. Oh my goodness. It's just 14 minutes in. It's just 14 minutes in. And you guys are getting the best treatment in a game of pool. It's electric, really. If you don't clear up, the job will be done to your detriment. It's not the best position for Jose. Seems to be struggling now. He's not where he wanted to be, Joseph. And for a player of Henry's caliber, I think that could be pretty much it. Let me just get back to the comments section. That is Henry for you, really. If you don't finish up, he will basically do the job for you. Nicely done. It's a very quick 4-0 in 15 minutes. I think this could easily be the fastest game we've watched today. In terms of the game between Collins Tuwei and Brian Lotto. That's correct. Worldwide trending, it's true. Collins Tuwei, the captain of the MCHANA Pool Club, won that one, advancing to the next level. He's been the most consistent player end of last year, beginning of this one, winning tournaments everywhere. I'll check the bracket and advise at what point probably we might have very, very interesting clashes that could dissuade your prediction. Margin investment. Look at his breaks. He gets a fairly well-placed white after the break, and I think this is out of practice. You just don't do that within a tournament, no. Even the best players like Caesar have always struggled with the breaks a lot. Chatiti Andrew, you say hello. Good afternoon, how are you today? Very effective with the cuts, especially at a very high pace. Henry. In the next 1 hour, Arsenal Football Club shall be in action against Everton. should be a very easy win. Right? Oh my goodness, that's how you play pool. Some action from some table here. And the fans applaud. Could Jose be pulling one back? Let's see. I think he's good for it. How about that for a positional play? Overdid it. But I think it was a pointless play. I think it was a pointless play. There's no way he was gonna find the black anyway. So I think it's one of those plays from top players that you have no other words to describe. But to call it a schoolboy error at a very wrong end of the tournament, because it's barely just starting out, and that's it. That's it. He's gone. Game is done. There's no way Henry will spare you at this particular point now. Lines up straight. Black ball, bottom right corner pocket. Game over. Thank you so much for your company all through. That has basically been one of the fastest matches we have watched today. 21 minutes, 53 seconds and counting. Oh my goodness, one of the finest matches we have seen. 5-0. Henry Mwangi 5, Joseph 0. See you in the next one.